not quite sure if it's morning for you, but it's morning here. It's 9:45 in the morning. It's Thursday. I have the day off. Just left Jill's house. I'm heading over to a place called Planet Fitness, which is a chain of health clubs in I don't know if it's across the United States, but they're at least here in the Northeast. It's good. It serves its purpose for me. I end up going and lifting weights. I always had not always, but I had a gymnasium or I had a whole bunch of weights in a weight room in the last two houses that we owned in Waterford, but when we got to Stonington, I never set up the weights because they'd have to be in, whatever. So I am back to going to the gym after 18 years of doing it at home. I don't mind. It's kind of a cloudy day, and that's kind of cool too. The temperature is low 40s centigrade, which is very warm this time of year. We're in February. There should be lots of snow on the ground right now. It should be cold and icy. The snowplow drivers, these are, a lot of individuals that have their own maybe Ford, big 4x4, like dump truck or something, or or F-150 or whatever. Those poor guys, no income. Can you imagine? We've had one snow back in October, and then one really tiny one a few weeks ago, which I filmed for you, or a small one. Poor guys, literally, no work for them. And then there's big companies that have many trucks and drivers, and they have nothing to plow. This time of the year, it's not uncommon to go by a large parking lot of let's say a department store, and there's like a mall or something like that. You would see these plow companies would park like 10 trucks there just waiting for the snow. So they have 10 vehicles, many of them, like a lot of them older, sort of hodgepodge, but every one of them with a plow on them. And I feel sort of badly for them. And a friend of mine has a plow company, and he's just like, imagine a whole year with no income. Anyway, we're going to take a ride today to the northeastern corner of the state of Connecticut. It's called Litchfield County. It is a sort of the playground. Not that we're going there for that, but it's the playground for New Yorkers, and as a matter of fact, sort of gentleman farms for New Yorkers that are in the arts. So when we get up there, maybe I'll be able to show you. I'll show you where we are. I'll take some more filming, but it would be like like Woody Allen would have, a 30-acre, estate there, and everybody has some big hoity-toity sort of house up there from New York, and those guys drive up. Oops, got a yellow light coming. They drive up there and stay. I don't think Jill's ever really been through there, and I do enjoy that part of the state. So we'll make our way. It's about 2 hours, and it's a long drive, but we'll meander up through. I don't even know if there's a mountain, range or anything, but we'll be up. The Litchfield Hills. So, Planet Fitness is about a mile ahead of me. I'm in a little town called Groton, Connecticut right now. It's called the submarine capital of the world. This is where the U.S. Navy builds all of their submarines. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you, but that's really a huge part here. It's called General Dynamics, and that's a big part of this community, and we're now in this town. But I'll patch this together with some other stuff. Hope I didn't ramble. Talk to you soon. So that's it. Done with Planet Fitness. And we're going to head out to the car and go home. A little shower action. And these train tracks right here. Interesting. I think maybe from Jill's you've seen the tracks. So this train track, they electrified it about 10 years ago. Said that it was going to speed things up, make a huge difference. It cost billions of dollars. Plus they put all these contraptions up. And they said, oh yeah, we're going to have high-speed rail service because this train runs from Washington to Boston. Except they didn't bother telling anybody that the tracks are not designed for high speed. So the curves and everything on the tracks can only facilitate, speeds of maybe 70 and 80 miles an hour. So it was some kind of big bullshit scam. Somebody made a lot of money, and things are not any better. Okay, it's homeward bound. Down about 11:30. It's still a great day, but that's good. Jill is in the car with me. Say hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
See, hi, Jill. Yeah, no.
Bird shit.
No, it isn't. It's
Bird
not.
shit.
You know what it is? It's seagull crap. And by the way, just so you know, apparently there are 17 different type of gulls in the world, and a variety of them are seagulls. So when you go like into Chicago or Illinois, you see gulls on the lakes, but they're not seagulls. They look like seagulls. That's about it, and we'll keep moving forward. We're going to head up towards Litchfield. We made it to West Hartford Center. Hartford's the capital of Connecticut, and obviously we are west of Hartford, and this is we're just stuck in a traffic jam. We're going to head on Route 44 up to, I'd said the northeastern part of Connecticut, but I really meant the northwestern. So I got it wrong, and we're just going to meander on Route 44 west for a little while until we're going to go over a hill called Avon Mountain. As you can see the sign, we're coming up to Avon. Everything over here is named after we're British sister cities. So we'll see how we go. Collinsville, Connecticut. And here comes Jill. She's shopping. People like to shop. And we're in a big, I don't know what it is, like an antique center. Filled with, obviously, antiques. Antiques of all sorts. And there's furniture, and it's a cute little community we're in. It's up in north central Connecticut. The town is actually called Canton. And I think this little hamlet is called Collinsville. And we just had a coffee, and we're going to continue on towards Litchfield. Jill's filming this sign here because it's kind of cool. But we're still in. We just came out of the antique place. Big, see antiques. That'll be up on Facebook. This place is like it's an old train station. I think this was a train station, and they've turned it into a Crown and Hammer pub. Oh, look, see, you got a hammer coming out of a crown. I'm not quite sure what that means, but this little village here, that big building is a yoga center. We just went into there, and we're gonna go make our way over to that something downtown music and arts. We're gonna go give it a shot. So let's Collinsville. We're gonna head over I don't think it's the Farmington River. This might be the Housatonic. But this, I found out, that place right there was the original, right there, was an axe and hammer factory. Hello. So Crown and Hammer was the name of the business that was in this town, and it closed down. And what do we got going on up there? Oh, we're looking good, and we're looking good this way.
Okay, I do not see 4.
Jill's trying to figure out. We're going to go over the bridge, take a left. We're going to go down here 2 miles and then take a right-hand turn on.
The left is 179, but then that will take you to 202. 44, 179.
I'm getting a face full of instructions. I'll hop on. Hills in this northwestern part of the state. Very often you'll hear a weather report in Connecticut. And, Connecticut's so compact. When they say our weather, they don't really, or very often they don't give you the region it's in. But this is a mountainous area or a hilly area by our standards. So they'll say like, "Ooh, we're gonna have snow today," and it's like, yeah, you're gonna have snow in the Litchfield Hills. You're not gonna have snow down at the ocean. But we're gonna go to the town of Litchfield, which is not too far from us at all, and stop on the green. This is an area where New Yorkers would come up here to have their getaway weekend homes. So the people, it's all, not all, but tons of movie actors. Just about anyone you could think of would have a, country retreat up here. Get away from the city for the weekend. We'll see what Litchfield has. Litchfield. So we're way up in the corner of the state, and it's freaking cold up here. It's way colder than us. The West Street Grill in Litchfield. This street is lined with shops, and it's a typical. Well, it's not typical. A typical New England town in terms of the residents, but it's a typical New England town in terms of the layout. Sort of see you have, and there again, maybe wherever you live, it could be similar. You have a big town green in the center, lined with the shops and stores, and a big church, probably town hall, and then these great little shops. Casa Bacchus, home of God of drinking, I guess. And Jill stepped into, she went into Derwin's Clothiers. So, excuse me, yes, sure, yes. And we're going to go and see what Jill's up to now. Very, very cold up here in these hills. I'm sure the temperature is really going to go up as we make our way back towards the ocean. Jill went into a place called Hayseed, and kind of comical. That's what we would call someone from the Midwest that grew up maybe on a farm or near a farm. And she bought a candle, and the candle was called Dubai. We're thinking the smell of that candle is probably going to cover the smell of Charlie's wee-wee. Wilson's wee-wee. It's about 4:30. We're in Thomaston, Connecticut. Let's see the clock tower. This is where the Thomaston clocks were made, ironically. And we're heading east. We finished up in Litchfield. It's 41 degrees. See, we're coming out of the hills. It's starting to warm up. And this little town was a working man's town. They made clocks here. We'll meander. Another typical New England town. Town green, church, post office, everything. We're coming into Thomaston right now. But these are all little small towns that are separated from one another, and each one has their own little distinct. Oh, this is kind of cute here, Joe. Look.
Oh, that was in Bristol. The Clock Museum.
Oh, was it? Okay. So we're just going to continue and make our